Hey, good evening and welcome to Monday night on DJNTV. That's right, it is Monday. If you were looking at the calendar and thinking it's Sunday, well, wrong. Tuesday, wrong. Wednesday, wrong. You get the thing. It's Monday. But we're missing someone, and someone else is not home. Cubbie,
Nope.
Cubbie, you're in a strange location. Tell us what's going on.
Man, John, I'm excited. I'm at the Marquee show and I just can't wait. Arrived last night. Got up early this morning and went down to showroom floor, took some videos this afternoon, talked to some people. There's a missing a tiki party to be here, talk to everybody tonight, share with them what's going on at the Marquee show and some of the cool things I've already seen. I'm going to get more videos throughout the week, a little bit more longer and detailed videos.
Excellent, excellent. For those of you who hadn't had a chance, some of the little teaser videos that Cubbie's been shooting, he's been going to some of the exhibitors there, and they've been talking about a couple of things. Some of the videos are a little short because we're basically trying to take them from Cubbie's phone while he's shooting them and put them up. So there's a couple of them you'll see like, hey, that kind of ended abruptly. That's okay. You're going to see the full video where they go into more detail about that product once we can download it properly. But we're kind of at the mercy of hotel internet
And they were setting up, and I felt like I was like, man, I don't want to bother you, but can you give me 45? You know, a couple of guys went longer, but man, there's some cool stuff here tonight, or throughout the whole show. I can't wait.
That's going to be just a couple of things you've already shown on that. It's like, oh man, that's really cool. For those of you wanting to see that little playlist, I've got the I'm going to put that link. It's shared in the chat. So it's propagating to all the different, there we go. It's all in all the spots we are broadcasting to tonight. So just hit that link after the show and you'll be able to check. There are, again, little 30, 40-second video clips. There's a couple of longer ones. Hey, Mikey, thanks for joining us. A couple of longer ones that will be popping up tomorrow as we go along, and you can check those out. So, Cubbie, I want to talk gear, but let's put a hold on that one.
Sure.
It's been a little while since you've been to a DJ type meetup or convention. How was it walking in? You know, you haven't been there for a while. You know, what was your feeling going into, you know, coming through the door and it's like, hey,
it was amazing. It really, I mean, it was like home. I went out with some friends last night. Tony Bras from Ultimate Ears, Nick Hahn from Promo Only, KC, and we just hung out. It's like, you know, you never see anybody, and then like 2-3 years later, you get back together and nothing's changed. Like that time, it was never away. Possibly because we talk a lot every day, kind of, you know, or a lot throughout the time. But to be able to sit them face to face and just shoot the shit, and this afternoon and this afternoon, got to see a lot of old friends. I'm not going to be name dropping or anything, but it's just really fun to see everybody. It's like a homecoming. If you've never been to one, please come and introduce yourself to everybody. I've met a lot of new DJs today. I met 2 DJs from Kansas City, first time for the show, and they're just excited. So it's if you've never been to a trade show, they're a lot of fun to attend.
And as Cubbie said, the first time there's introductions if it's your first event, and it's like this overwhelming thing because there's all the different DJs, and you might perceive it to be like, oh, they're really in their own little cliques. It isn't cliques. We haven't seen our people we love, really our brothers and sisters in this industry for a year, 2 years, sometimes 3, because people don't go every year. So it's we want to, you know, we have to have this moment to hug, really. And then, you know, but geez, I don't know. There are many DJs out there who would be like, nope, I don't want to talk to you. You're new. You get away from me. It's not that way. You might perceive that, but it's not that way. It's just you've got people who haven't. I mean, really, a lot of the DJs I haven't seen since 2020. You know, that face to face. We talk on a regular basis,
and they're missing you, and they are missing you.
Yeah, it just hasn't worked out, unfortunately. Now that I'm doing my Cliff Clavin imitation, so yeah.
I more picture you like Biz Marquee and Men in Black, kind of underneath that thing, slinging.
Yeah, it could be. I might have to drop that little video clip in too. It'd be fun. So the camaraderie, it's such a huge part of it, and that's something you and I, you know, when we get together and we've almost spent more time hanging out than we've got in the seminar area. Big part of the show, and obviously the education side of it is. But people are here tonight to kind of get a feel for, you know, the temperature of some of the gear that you've seen so far today. So take us through a little bit of what you've seen so far and what your thoughts were.
I went to Ray Borges' booth, DJ Lights, and he has. So I have a Danny. It's no secret. I have a Danny Mac stand. Joe Bunn stands are blowing up, and the stands are moving. And so what people are doing now are they're kind of going to the Toadmatic and things with TVs. And if you don't have a trailer, you can't. You're using your SUV, you're using a minivan, or you're using some sort of a van, and you're like, I can never fit a TV, a rolling case in there. They have got a booth where it's got a TV in the front, and then the sides fold in, and it lays flat in your car. It's got a nice case to it. And then it's got it's got a couple different. So if you have a controller that you keep in an Odyssey or a Pro X case or whatever, like one of those black coffin cases,
Yep, yep.
his booth will accommodate that. So you never have to take it out of the case. You just take the top shelf out, and then your coffin case is still hidden. Nobody can see it. So times that you want to use the TV, you use the TV. The times that you want to just use your coffin case for an event that you don't want to take that whole big TV out, well, then you take your coffin case. So it keeps you not from having to buy two different controllers. You could have all your stuff still in the coffin case and take it with your TV booth. Just amazing. And then all the stuff. Now, if you do have a trailer, the wheels are great. They pop on. He's got two little stands where your speakers go in and your tops go along the top. It's just long enough for your tops. Just well thought out, just really well thought out. It's coming to market in about 5 weeks.
Yeah, what little bit, this is one of the videos you'll see drop tomorrow, just that little teaser on that. It definitely was very impressive. And I like that dual shelf thing because as a tall DJ, that extra 6 inches or whatever it is, 4, 5, 6 inches, that's the difference between, oh yeah, I feel pretty good at the end, or oh my gosh, that's a big thing. Michael and I are both over 6 foot. So it's that height is definitely, that would be appealing if we could use them both ways, which it looked like. It's just that it's more hidden if it's down on that lower shelf.
And the price point, oh my gosh, John!
Oh wow!
Price point with a TV. I'm not going to talk price points because I don't want to.
Yep.
It's not hasn't released in about 5, but I think it's very comparable to a stand with no TV.
Wow, that'll be interesting to get more information on that tomorrow once things are released and you can really dig into it a little bit more.
Yes.
Very cool. And of course, it looked like a dance floor there he had set up, and
he's got a dance floor. We didn't even get to the dance floor.
Yeah,
I was jacked up about that case. Sorry. It was really jacked up about that. And then I talked to a software company, and I didn't able to do a video with them because once again it was during setup, and there was an exhibitor that had his cases all around there and on the floor and his pallets, so we couldn't get to his booth. But he shared with me he's got a program at $60 per event, and people can send you photos and it'll go right on the top of the TV, right? So at the event, the photos will come in and they'll just rotate on your TV. Or if you have a Toadmatic booth, or maybe you put TV on poles and totems, totems or whatever. But it's only $60 flat fee per event. He says he's got DJs upsell it for $500. I don't know about my market. That might be a little stiff. But I could see me upselling it for $200 and making $140 on it, which is not bad for nothing, right? And then the bride having all those pictures afterwards. And like I said, the fun videos, or there's some fun videos, pictures, excuse me, are going through the TV as the event's going on.
Gosh, that'd be fun because there's cameras. This past weekend's wedding, there was somebody over there who got a really good shot of them doing the worm, but from my angle, I couldn't see it, but they did. Well, They can now message it over and it's up on the screens. How cool is that?
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to that guy about his software as well.
Yeah. Another video I think that I made go live because as Cubbie was sending them over, I was like, ooh, this is cool, and try to make him go live. Danny Max showing off the new let's see, it was the DJ console, the Max DJ console S.
Oh, that is sweet, and it is so compact. Not too compact though, right? Just a little smaller footprint. The cases look a lot more manageable. It's a single stand with trays down the middle that are fixed in there. And the controller is mounted in there. You can take the controller out, 2 different options. I'm gonna get more video on that tomorrow as well, but I did get to see it, and it's pretty cool. It is and the cases are super small. So again, if you're not a trailer DJ and you're more of a minivan slash using a car, throwing speakers in the back type thing, this would be the stand for you, because it's got a smaller footprint.
Yeah, that definitely, I like that look. And at the top, basically, if I wanting to take this controller today, or what we had is one of our controllers started acting up Saturday night. Well, that controller is going to be pulled out, and we're going to be putting a different one in. Well, it's easily done. If there's something that happens at an event and the controller starts to get buggy, I can run out to the truck, and I don't have to somehow balance this different controller because it's not the
Yeah,
exact
and
same.
take screws out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like I can just come in and it's like take that one out, put that one in, and off we go. So yeah, I like that. I like the flexibility of both of the stands you shot some video of today, because
so many cool things. Yeah,
yeah, you
like I
can
said,
easily,
it's so
easily
many
do
cool
it.
things.
Yeah, definitely. So what else? What else was kind of stood out today for you?
I saw a lighting company, and their name escapes me right now. You saw the video. They got three
Color
poles. They got a
key,
lot of lightings. Huh?
color key,
Color T?
color key.
Key,
Yeah,
yes.
color key. Yep.
They have a couple pole lights, battery operated, one with laser, one without laser, and then one with some just really nice big like spotlights, like when you're at a concert and they put the white light on the
Yeah.
crowd and it's like really bright. They're all DMXable, so if you don't like that bright light or you just want to flash it and maybe not put on a manual or auto control, and you DMX it to where it hits when you want it to, like sing, and then lights go on for 2 seconds, where you illuminate the crowd. I think it's amazing. Once again, very great price points. I don't want to misquote anything, so I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to get real pricing on it. So it's, but they once again see the one with no laser, just a simple battery operated pole, looked really, really cool. It is once again I think it's an amazing price point, and their cases are very, very nice.
Ooh.
I've had some manufacturers that cases kind of tear apart. You pull a strap and it rips, or
Yeah. Yeah.
they still like, well,
Zippers. Crap.
especially if we're doing 50 events a year, 60 events a year in the same lights, it gets used every weekend or 2 times a week and 3 times. So it's gonna happen. But these cases looked really, really strong and really, really nice.
You mentioned, of course, battery powered. These light trees are. So did you get a chance to hear anything about how many hours that they expect them to be able to perform?
He did. I did not ask the hours, but I will ask him tomorrow as he
Okay.
goes through his presentation. But he said they do have a 30-minute backup battery, secondary backup battery. So if the main battery goes down, it's got a 30-minute backup battery that will let your lights go, so you got time to get a cord on there.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it because that one particular tree we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
For those of you who have followed, I do have the Chauvet version, the gig bar moves. And if you run them in automatic or you run them with the little remote control, I think they're terrible. I understand why people hate them. You run them DMX and set them up properly, they're fabulous. So I'm really excited because I think those trees are the exact same way. If you just let that go, it's like, okay, yeah, they do a lot of stuff, but none of this is really
Yeah.
applicable for my wedding. But when I can DMX control it, and as Cubbie said, the blinders, hey, yeah, I want you to sing along. Boom, there you go.
Yeah,
There's
when you're at a concert and you get the whole crowd illuminated, those big bright white lights, you're like, wow, that is really cool. But you only want it for a couple seconds. You don't want it to, and then you don't want it to randomly go off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So DMXing is where it's at, and make sure that those blinders would really work for you.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So anything else that you got a chance to look at? Because it looked like there was a lot of things going on in the exhibit room
Oh,
for setup.
exciting. Yorkville's got some new speakers that come out since NAMM, and they're always a beast in their subs. They've also got now a line array, like it looks like an EV or a Bose or a RCF, with a bass speaker in the bottom and a top. Can't wait to hear those tomorrow. They weren't plugged up today.
Mm-hmm.
So excited to get some more information on those, because Yorkville has always been a steady horse in the race.
Yeah.
Very good product, very good, very reputable.
Out of Canada.
Yep, and they can always do it. Ape Labs is here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Excited to see Ape Labs.
And he was saying something about a second generation of their lighting. So that the first generation was so popular and was so versatile for mobile DJs. So I'm really seeing to find out what the 2.0 versions are like, what they brought to the table would be neat.
Several of the software companies had already kind of set up a go, because they don't have much to set up. They're not putting up tracing, they're not putting up lights, running cables, cords, setting up speakers. So they're kind of in and out. But as I walked around, I noticed there was a new like musical bingo
Hmm.
called Jindo, Jindo.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk to them about their program and what they have.
You
I
actually,
he
actually, he's from my neck of the woods up here.
is he
Yeah,
really?
he's a Minnesota boy, and actually, where I ran into him for the first time was at a bridal show.
Huh.
Yeah, we were. It was one of the last bridal shows we did the year that I had my knee surgery, so that'd been 2 years ago. Yeah, we were there, and he was there, and because he utilizes it for his weddings, and
Oh
he's
wow.
he has a good time with that. So I'm thinking that that's Josh that you are going to be talking to tomorrow. So it'll be kind of
He
fun.
set up fast and got out.
Yeah,
So
he's that kind of guy. That's just how he's just at. You just kind of go. So
trade show, they started setting up at noon today, and I didn't want to get in there when they're hauling everything in. So I was like,
right.
okay, I'm going to give them a few hours to kind of get there and then set up and some of the stuff out of the hallways and the aisleways. So like I said, software companies, they usually have to flop something on the table and put a backdrop up, and they're
Yep.
gone. Our friends at Promo Only are here again representing, and they're always great at representing the industry. American Disc Jockey Association's here, and one of our good friends is here. DJ Event Planner here. I can't wait. Fletcher's here to share everybody the good news about DJ Event Planner. So and answer questions and help DJs out. Then downstairs they got a whole room. They weren't ready, but I got to go to the EV room and NLFX is here and they were already set up and gone, but they got like Hercules and some other cool things in there. So
Mm,
it is shaping up as it's one of the best trade shows I've seen in floors in a while.
nice,
Some
nice.
people haven't seen a photo booth company. Once again, two great price points on it. Um, really, yeah, I should see that video of the two photo booths.
The um,
Paper cut, yeah, yeah,
paper
paper.
cut design. That one went live. I don't know if I saw a second one that came through. We'll have to check into that a little bit more. But yeah, the
Yeah.
ones that I think quite a few came through, but not that second photo booth specific one.
Can you tell how excited I'm about this stuff? I
Oh
I got my
yeah.
credit card, got a couple cleared off. I'm ready to go home with some stuff.
uh, but you're going to buy things that fit your business and fit your business model.
Right. I mean, yeah, there's I'm in the market for a few things. Some of the newer toys. Like I said, I'm glad that thing's not coming out for 5 weeks. Gives us some time to think about it and save some money. But it's very economical.
Yeah.
Not once again, but yeah. So I'm excited to see what the people got. The people are running show specials. The light guy, Color Key, he's got some show specials. I don't know how long he's going to run them, but if he lets us know tomorrow, maybe we can go to one of his dealers, and if we give him a thing for our customers or our listeners and our watchers, maybe we get a code or something like that, give a 30-day discount or something for
Yeah.
them to honor the show special. So I'll do whatever I can.
Yeah, definitely. Find out about that because tomorrow night we'll be going live. Big Daddy's going to be jumping in and kind of giving us a little shout out. So we could announce anything tomorrow night on the show. It'll be back here on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching tonight's show. Same time, 9 o'clock Eastern. So definitely jump into that. And at 9:30 tomorrow night, Ben Stowe is actually he's not there. His staff is, but Ben is not, and he's going to be coming in, and we're doing a show tomorrow night. And for the life of me, I can't remember what we're talking about.
Oh, another one I got to see that wasn't set up yet was Ultimate Ears.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I am excited to get. They got a guy that fits those, and those for those who don't know, they're the in ear speakers and headphones.
Hmm.
A lot of artists use them. They got a guy from California here that fits people perfectly. So I think now's a good time to pull the trigger. I'm looking forward to get me some Ultimate Ears. Always great to use for DJing.
That's one of the things I saw that they were going to be there and they're going to be doing that, and it's like, yes, they're an investment, but for the amount of damage that a person can do to their ears with what we do, having a professionally fitted earpiece that you can have set up so if you want it to be a Bluetooth for a phone, they can do that with those things. There's so many ways they can set them up and frequency filtering, but to get them custom fit is huge.
They also have some. If you have a logo, whether it's Disc Jockey News, or your company or whoever, they if it's a clear, it's not. I forget what it is. It's got to be a certain format of the thing. They can put your logo on those for
Oh,
you. So like if you got a personal logo, like DJ John or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
DJ Huey Lewis, whatever. They could put that in there. So then you got your own logos within those little earpieces, which are kind of like V-Modas. They have those plates on there, the
the big
V-Moda
thing. I
plates.
don't think I've got one
There's another
here.
headphone company here as well. They still have their booth, but of course they didn't put any out because they can walk away.
So
So
he's like,
I
yeah,
will have to. I'm going to go by there tomorrow and see what they have and share, see what they have to share. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm excited about all this stuff. It's crazy.
And you meant when before we went on, you mentioned you had popped over to the Chauvet, and Anna in that little video clip, she was talking that they've got some step up with the ILS, more pieces and components with that in the DeFi world, and really getting into that wireless, kind of an all-in-one wireless solution where that will make all of your lights work together so well. And it's kind of excited to see how when they show that tomorrow and what that's going to look like.
Yeah, and Frank Garcia is with her from Mainline. He speaking tomorrow about Miss. Frank's a great guy if you don't know him. Was he another longtime industry friend that was on the East Coast? Unless you go to Atlantic City, I couldn't see him and I haven't been to Atlantic City for a lot of years. So it's a great time to catch up with Frank and Anna as they're working together in the Chevet booth.
Nice, yeah, and of course there's going to be special pricing with what Frank is going to be because he's doing the retail side of it for Chauvet at the show. So neat.
And again, I'm gonna work for a code. I'm gonna work for a code.
Yeah, something that we can share would be great, and that would be awesome. Let's see, Electro Voice is there. We saw that
Yep.
the two DJs and two DJs and a mic.
Yeah.
They set up a cool little podcast booth there with Electro Voice, so it's really kind of exciting to see that some of the things we've been, when we started doing this and people were like, yeah, whatever, get out of our face. It's cool to see how that has evolved into a more respected part of our industry. And Jeff and Mike.
Yep, Mike.
I think it was, see, I remember their names. But the guys are there, and they've got a really cool area. So when you see some pictures of that starting to float around, they really have upped the game with that. So I'm proud of those guys for being able to do that there in Chicago. Good stuff.
Yeah, because they're out of Texas. They come all the way up from Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. And of course they get up here and the Chicago Bears and the Dallas. Well, no, there's no
Yeah.
that's not a rivalry too much. I think there's more probably hard feelings in Minnesota and Dallas than there is
Yeah,
Chicago.
true.
We've probably got that issue yet. Well, cool. The seminars they're going to be really kicking in tomorrow. Is there anything you're looking forward to that you're like, this is I gotta sit in this one coming up here in the next couple of days?
Some of them are laydowns. I mean, let's face it. You got Mike Walter and Jamie Bodie back to back tomorrow morning, but just tomorrow, kicking off the show is Catherine John's Networking for Success. How to make sure you network through and talk to people. That's going to be a really interesting seminar. Alan Berg, his seminar is going to be if you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't know Alan or have gotten any of his books, he's amazing. He will sign up for his emails, and he always sells books through there and great deals. So, but he sends out a weekly email. He does a podcast as well. Really top-notch knowledge with Alan. He's one of the best
Sure.
there is, and the nicest guy in the world. He'll talk to anybody and share with them. As I said earlier, tomorrow, Frank Garcia, myths and methods of beat mixing. I'm looking forward to that one. Danny Max has got pop-ups with photo booths. Everybody, if they don't have a photo booth, they want to add it. His photo booths are amazing.
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
One I need to definitely see is the Inbox Battle by Sharon Tarrant. Fight email fatigue and emerge with the sale. So I can't wait to see what she has as far as, maybe some templates, or maybe she has some templates and stuff. So I'm excited about seeing that one. Scribble's talking tomorrow. I've met Scott several times. Staying relevant equals success. That's true. Even for us older DJs, you always got to stay relevant. And Scribble has been DJing on MTV since 1990s and the 90s when he down in Florida. Spring breaks, he partied some of the biggest spring break people. So seeing Scott tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. Carnival's here. About have you ever considered being a cruise ship DJ? Some of those slower months if you can get away. Digital mixes, DJ Kova, I met him this afternoon. The future of DJing, why digital mixes and edits are your secret weapon. This is all tomorrow, man. It's just jam packed.
Yeah, you're gonna have a busy day.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Alex, there's so many to go to.
You're not gonna have time for lunch. What are you gonna do?
Well, they do break for lunch.
Oh, they've got lunch for you guys.
They have it. You had to pay for it, or if you got like a VIP pass, lunch was included.
Okay.
I didn't get that, unfortunately. I don't make Dan Carpenter money.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true. He's in the big markets. You and I are playing in the Midwest where, people are like asking if we can take McDonald's coupons for partial payment.
yeah, that's why I said I don't think that thing would sell for $500. Those picture things in my market. I mean,
Yeah.
like 200 might be reasonable. Um, like I said, I share with you tomorrow on Wednesday, Mike Walter, then Jamie Bodie. Mike Walter, lessons from my 35 years as a DJ, and then Jamie Bodie, mastering money. Jamie is a great, I wouldn't call him a financial advisor, but he's really smart in that way. And he's just,
Mm-hmm.
he shares what he knows. I mean, I wouldn't go to him maybe you can go from investments, but he can definitely tell you how to master your money and how to get out of debt and then take that debt and make it work for you.
Yeah.
So
And as
Hap is
as
here.
Jamie said, he's been there, done that. He's made the mistakes, learned how to do it right, and now he's been learning and practicing and growing that side. And he's there to share that information and share it openly and admit sometimes you're going to hear some things that'll be uncomfortable to hear because those are some of the mistakes he personally made that are uncomfortable for him to share. But there are things that it's like, oh, I've done that too. That's not too, yeah. So that'll be good. Good to hear him.
Hap is here from what is it? His school escapes me. It's there's one in LA,
Yeah,
Chicago,
Yep,
Scratch Academy.
there we go. Yep.
Scratch Academy was built by Run DMC's DJ, and then he got shot, but they kept it going. And you can actually go out to Scratch Academy for like a week, 2 weeks, and they will teach you how to scratch. And then you get put on their roster. And if corporations and I get a lot of corporations, I know they work with the Pro Bowl. I did a couple of events on the Pro Bowl when I was back in Orlando and then to Disney World. So they usually they call Scratch Academy DJs, and if you're local and willing to do it, they'll put you on like a roster type thing. Fletcher is going to be talking tomorrow from our friend from DJ Event Planner.
Yeah.
Lindsey Williams and the 9 triggers of closing. I need to see that one. So I want to, the psychological triggers that cause people to take actions and buy. So I want to figure out that one, and that's going to be a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Another trade show. EV presents. David Osborne, magnify your multi-ops. If you're multi-op, or maybe you're not, but want to get into it. Matt Redicelli always drops knowledge. Protecting your profitability by measuring your marketing. Teach you how to track, what's working for you, what's not working
He's
for
a
you.
numbers guy.
Promotions work for you. Facebook ads,
Yep.
of course, we all know that advertising in a phone book is no good anymore.
What?
Do you know want to take that out, John?
Well, no. I just signed the contract for this year. I got like $10,000 into Facebook or into Yellow Page advertising because I want to be the biggest one in the book.
You did the full page, didn't you?
I did, and then I had him do a knockout. So instead of it being yellow, because Yellow Page is white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might get a lot of, well, up there
It's going to be
in
big.
Minnesota, you might get cerebral.
Big.
Hubert's coming in tomorrow. And then it's like I said, that's all on Wednesday. And then the last day, it's not shabby either. And like I said, this is all for the price of like $199. And 99 if you buy it a year ahead.
Mm-hmm. Whatever it was, yeah, they had some what's a phone book? Come on, John, it's not, you gotta follow along. I think the cheapest one I think was the $199. I think he had a special or something right away. It was, but yeah, the price is really for what you're getting. There's a lot of content, a lot of stuff there.
And like I said, Thursday is jam-packed as well, with all sorts of different seminars. Alan Burr's closing the show. Talks about different companies he's called. Have you been shopped?
Yeah.
And he literally called like 20 companies. They had no idea. And then he turned it into a seminar on how their email responses were, how their phone how the responses were. And they had no idea they were being shopped. So
yeah. I just now every time the phone rings, I just say, "What do you want, Alan?"
Yeah, well, he's sharing about you tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And and if a person says, "No, it's not Alan," then I know it is, because that's exactly what Alan would say.
Oh, you'd have his wife call you too. Just
Oh,
to shock you.
Yeah, Mrs. Allen, what are you doing? Calling me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing on actually Facebook, I just saw from 34 minutes ago, Casey posted a picture of he and Will. Will is his nephew at the Tiki Bar. So it looks like they're getting fired up for a party.
Oh, DJ WizKid's out there, and it's been going on since 6 o'clock.
Oh my goodness
Um,
gracious.
yeah, so I said I had to leave
Yeah.
and come back here and talk to you guys, and it was not a problem to do so, but I'm gonna go back.
And enjoy
I'm gonna have to go back.
or enjoy some conversation.
And tomorrow night we got another after party. And that's another thing. When you come to these shows, make sure you go to the after parties because that's where the real education comes from and the real networking. Nick from Promo Only introduced me to Cat. He was using one program for musical for bingo, and he's transferring over to a program that I'm using, and I was able to share some experience because he'd just been using it for a week.
Mm.
And we were just talking about other things. And so that's where friendships come and networking comes from and ideas, you
Hmm.
know. So it's pretty cool. It's just I encourage everybody at least one time, trying to make out to a show,
Yeah.
whatever is close to you.
Yeah,
And
for
they're all
sure.
good, man. I can't from Arms to Midwest to Wedding MBA to Atlantic City DJ Times, all of them. They're all great.
Yeah, there's a lot of options out there for a person, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Good stuff. Well, Cubby, I'm going to let you go so you can get to the tiki party and have some
Get my
fun with
drink
that.
on.
Yeah, you go have some, get some of those little, with the little floofy umbrellas, and it'll be fun.
It is a tiki bar. You should see the
Exactly.
drinks. They got like little tiki heads, and they
Yeah,
got these
yeah,
volcano looking things. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not a drinker, but
yeah. Well, they can still make you something. They could be like
water. Yeah, like a big fruit juice or something.
a juice of some sort. Yeah, they'll take care of you. They'll get you take care of. Again, if you guys are interested in finding more information for next year's show or even a little bit for this one, because if you're in the area, you could still pop into the exhibit hall or you can buy a one-day pass. But go out to marqueeshow.com and you can find out more information there. The links, again, for the playlist are, I've shared them a couple of times in the chat. That's what Cubbie's shot so far. And then as he gets more videos over, we'll be popping those up because he'll be doing some short versions as well as a more in-depth interview as he goes through tomorrow. And then, we'll be back tomorrow night with the Big Daddy coming to us live from the Marquee Show tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern and then 9:30 Eastern. Ben Stowe will be coming on, and we're going to be talking about adding subs for the first time. Let's say you were just starting out and you had two top speakers and you've been running there for a while, and you're like, hey, I should add some more bass. What do you need to know? And we're going to dig into that tomorrow night for those who haven't really gotten into subs but are kind of thinking about it. Ben's going to give you some things to think about to make sure you do it and do it correctly. So that'll be at 9:30 Eastern tomorrow night here on DJNTV. So, Cubbie, thank you much for
Yeah.
making some time for us tonight, and you go have yourself a wonderful time this evening.
Thank you guys. Thank you, John.
Okay, good night, everybody.